Now please make some noise for your hosts, Elizabeth Stone and Jack Reisman.
What's going on, y'all? I'm Jack.
I'm Elizabeth.
Thanks, y'all, for coming out. Give them a round of applause. Yeah. We just got a stacked lineup.
We got a crop of people for you tonight.
You're gonna see improv. You're gonna see stand-up. You're gonna see sketch. You're gonna see something else.
Third secret thing.
But to kick things off, I think we gotta do some improv.
I would agree.
So can we get everyone out here? All right. Okay, this first game we're gonna do is called World's Worst. It's a line game. So what I need from all of you, if you just throw out professions, jobs, just throw them out.
Come on, keep going. Things are weird.
Okay. Yeah, let's start with lawyer. World's Worst lawyer.
Give him a hand.
Hi, I'm Saul Goodman. Did you know you have rights? The Declaration says you do.
Your Honor, my client's obviously guilty. But look at that cute face.
Wait, what country are we in again?
Your Highness? Oh.
Your Honor, shut the hell up. He wasn't even there.
Your Honor, bitches be tripping.
You want me to read all that shit?
You totally did it, but whatever.
Well, technically, it's legal in Canada.
Oh shit, they make a really good case.
Your Honor, the dog totally consented.
Wait, can I change teams?
Can we get a new job?
Fashion designer!
I got doctor. World's Worst doctor.
Well, you came in for a cold, but I am offering free prostate exams.
You don't have to worry at all. I'm not contagious anymore.
You came in for a cold, but I'm accepting free prostate exams.
Hey, thanks for that urine sample. Let me just... Yeah, we're clean.
Whoa, fuck, that's too many apples. Too many apples.
Mine isn't that small.
I think we can give a job.
Thank you.
Give him jobs.
Okay,
it's a variation of what I heard someone say. World's Worst clown.
Hi, I'm Hayden Murray.
No, it's my real nose. It's a bad pimple. What's the deal with airline food?
Mom, I want to go to school to study comedy.
And that's World's Worst.
Our first comedian is a comedic arts freshman. They are so lovely, and their name is like an emotion with a fun letter at the end. Please welcome Maddie Thompson.
Hey! Hi, everyone. They told me I was going first about 5 minutes ago, so if I suck, it is not my fault. But hi, my name is Maddie Thompson, but the streets call me M-Dog Hoops Thompson, PhD pending. And really, I've got a problem with basketball. I mean, don't get me wrong, I absolutely adore the sport. I really love, the bats and the football and the running. And I really came to Emerson for its esteemed basketball program. Yeah. But despite loving basketball, I was watching the Olympics this summer, and there's kind of a lack of pizzazz to the game. Don't you think? It's kind of lame at this point. And I was watching this, and I found myself drifting more and more towards Friends reruns on cable, and that's how you know that life is not going great. And I also know that basketball relies on my viewership and my viewership alone. So I've come up with kind of a plan to give this sport a facelift, add some plot points, some character development. We'll see if the Mets really go all the way. So if we come up to my first slide here, I'd like to add a penalty box. So in the Canadian alter ego of every sport ever, hockey, they have something fun called a penalty box, which is a little box on both sides of the rink, where anytime a player does something bad, they get to have a grown-up timeout in front of everyone. And they're stuck in a little box for a couple of minutes, and then they get to go back in. I think every sport should have this, but I'd like basketball specifically to have one where you put both offending players in the same box and just see what happens. Next slide, please. Number 2, I would like to add style points to the game. This is completely unbiased, unobjective, just a completely really neutral way to kind of tell who's better at the game by who's inherently cooler. If you have a cool dunk, you get a style point. If you have a cool beard, that was for you, James Harden, you get a style point. If you have cool shoes, you get a style point. Anytime Kobe was playing, he would have gotten a style point no matter what. So I think the style point is really just an unobjective way to make the game a little more interesting. Next, please. I think that Bugs Bunny should be the team captain for every single team. He's a cartoon character. He doesn't have to follow the laws of physics. You know he'd love to do it. I know he'd love to do it. So let's let him coach the Lakers and the Celtics at the same time. It's kind of like when people play chess against themselves. Next, please. Turn the lights off. I have an example. Please. I just think it would be a little funny. I'd like to hear the little... that sound? I'd like to hear that and nothing else. I really just think it adds a little spice to the game, I'm going to be honest. This is purely for my own amusement. Next, please. I'd like to fill the basketball with beans. I don't know if you're unaware, basketballs are hollow. And I really think it would be a good idea. Now, baked beans would make it get a little messy. But I think if you truly have love for the game, that you're willing to take that sacrifice. I also think the sound like that could be really funny. And whoever wins at the end of the game should be able to open the basketball to get the beans as like a little celebration. Please. Danny DeVito gets to take a shot. I'd like him to be able to take a shot for every single game, no matter if they're going on at the same time. The way I personally imagine this is he comes out whatever point in the game he wants. It can be like 3 seconds on the clock. It can also be just the beginning of the game. He comes out, he's wearing like a little suit, let's say like an American flag Speedo. He comes out, he's got a little hat, and he does a victory lap preemptively around the court. The basketball game should still be happening. He does a victory lap around the court, he's having a great time, and then whenever he chooses, the game stops, and for no team other than his own self-righteousness, he gets to shoot the ball wherever he wants. And while he shoots the ball, I don't know if you've seen Space Jam, but you know when Michael Jordan reaches his arm out and it extends past half court, just elongates? Yeah, that happens. And I think that should be for everyone. At the end of the day, these are my last suggestions. I think I'm the right person to tell you all of this. I have one YMCA Rec League championship under my belt. Semifinal, but whatever. And I appreciate you listening to my thoughts. They're telling me to wrap up. We'll save my thoughts on women's hockey for next show. Thank you very much.
Give it up for Maddie! Yeah! That was awesome. All right. Next up, we have another comedic arts freshman. And this one, her name is a nickname for the word address. So give it up for Addie Goldstein!
Hey, you guys, how is everybody doing today? Yeah, so let's get into my story. So, I was addicted to marijuana for a year. It's chill, guys. Don't worry about it. I mean, it's not as chill now as it was then, but it's fine, okay? But I used to get high a lot in school. And being high in school was really good for when my teacher was questioning the redness in my eyes. For instance, one day, regular day in sophomore year of high school, I went to the bathroom before class to smoke my very fake pen. Delish. And after coming back, I had only realized because my friend said, "Hey, Addie, look at your eyes." And my eyes were really red. And I didn't think to put eye drops in. Frankly, at the time, I didn't think about a lot of things. But nonetheless, my teacher realized, and he had said, "Come talk to me after class." I was petrified. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And then epiphany. Cry. Cry your eyes out, child. Because what makes a middle-aged, white, cis, straight man more uncomfortable than having to comfort a teenage girl crying? So I pull out one of these. I really can't talk to my mom right now, and things are really hard at home. Everything was really good at home. Things were actually freaking great at home. My mom had just finished chemo. Yes! Yes! So I got out of that one. That interaction was really fun. I mean, you know what they say, blondes have more fun. My antidepressants would disagree. But I do love being blonde, but being blonde comes with a lot of stereotypes and a lot of stigmas. Let's get into them. True or false? All blonde women are dumb. False, yeah. All blondes are dumb. True or false? Blondes can't read. False. I can't read. I like the pictures better. I really care about my hair, I do. I do love my hair. I think it's quite nice and luscious. But someone who I know who doesn't really care a lot about their hair, as actions would tell, is my ex-boyfriend. Oh. Yeah. So, he wasn't smart enough to get into Emerson College like the rest of us. Hell yeah. Yeah. So he had to go to a military college. And for military college, in most cases, you have to shave your head, right? So he told me to shave his head, and I was like, bet. Because when am I going to get another opportunity to shave a random person's head? But this wasn't a random person. No, this was my boyfriend. Anyways, he gets to military school. A day in, I get a call. Addie, everyone has hair. And I'm like, what? And he's like, nobody shaved their heads. I'm the only bald guy here besides for my damn lieutenant. And I was like, well, shit. I don't know what to tell you. Hair doesn't really grow back that fast now, does it? That just says something about my taste in men. Thank you so much. That's my time.
Keep it going for Addie. Yes. Our third performer. He's an awesome fella. He's been coming to stand up in the park. His name is like a nickname for the capital of New Jersey. Yeah, New Jersey. Okay. Give it up for Trent Ford.
Is my forehead shiny? A little bit? All right. That's what I was going for. Hi, everybody. Thank you all so much for coming out. My name is Trent Ford. I'm a freshman here at Emerson, obviously. I'm very happy to be here. I love it here at Emerson. I really do. There's just one thing I would fix. The walls here are very thin. Some might say translucent. And I don't really like it, especially because when I'm going to bed, I can just hear my neighbors' beds creaking and moaning. And it's like, why are college students still having pillow fights? Am I right? I think one of my neighbors might be really bad at it, or they're just really into Daft Punk, because I just hear them shouting harder, faster. I don't think it helps when I shout better, stronger. Me and my mom were in LA recently. I don't like LA. LA, to me, is very strip mall-y. Driving through LA shouldn't give you the same feeling as driving through a mall on a mobility scooter. We were driving through this one part of LA, and my mom loved it. She absolutely loved it. She told me, Trent, if we were to move to LA, this is where we would live. And then we turned the corner, and bam, Church of Scientology building. So we gotta watch out for my mom now. Are there any Scientologists in the room? Shit, I'm gonna get sued then. My family's not a very religious family, and that is mostly for lack of trying. My dad would join Scientology so that people at work would leave him alone. I would join Scientology to meet Tom Cruise. And my sister would join Scientology just so that she had something to spend her money on. I really like the word Scientology because it combines science and religion. Science, religion, Scientology. It's like the intellectual equivalent of Romeo and Juliet because whoever brings it up is an insufferable human being. I saw you pat your friend in the front. I'm glad they don't teach religious science in school. Could you imagine third grade going into your science class and the teacher's just like, natural selection is all about Go-Gurt. Some Go-Gurt fans in the back. Can you imagine if they did other classes like that? Like, and Jesus turned water into wine using the Y equals MX plus B formula. Religious science, just Jesus coming out of the cave on Easter. The Easter bunny following him. Religious wood shop, making crosses. Jesus was a carpenter, but so was Harrison Ford, and I'd much rather worship him because he was in a movie with Ryan Gosling. Wow, not a lot of Ryan Gosling fans. Misjudged my audience. I bought a megaphone. For those of you who don't know what a megaphone is, it's where you talk into one end, and on the other end, you hear your voice, but louder. I bought my megaphone for camp, but then I forgot it. And so now I just use my megaphone at home with my sister. She'll text me, please go set the dinner table, and I'll get my megaphone and say, no, you. I wish I brought my megaphone to college because the 6 different alarms on 6 different devices my roommate has set has not been working. If you want to know what Family Guy sounds like in 6 different languages, come to my room at noon every single day. And yes, I'm fully aware he's in the audience right now. This isn't about you, Matthew. I used to bring my megaphone to school so that way the teacher could hear my answer even when she called on a different student. My megaphone has a record button so that way I don't have to waste my breath when I'm telling people what to do. My megaphone is orange. It was the cheapest color. My megaphone has a siren. I'd like to put it to use. My megaphone has a bottle opener. I haven't used it. My megaphone is small. The story of how I got my megaphone. The story of how I got my megaphone is simple, Amazon gift card. The story of how I got the batteries for my megaphone is a little more complex. I go to CVS with $20, batteries cost $23, stupid CVS. Go home, get $3 more, go back to CVS, buy my batteries, put the batteries in my megaphone, use my megaphone to tell people entering CVS to go to Duane Reade. I brought my megaphone to a zoo, but they wouldn't let me near the screaming goats. I brought my megaphone to an improv show. It wasn't appreciated. I brought my megaphone to the movies, but they wouldn't let me in because of all my outside food. I love my megaphone. Thank you all so much.
Trent Ford, everyone! Give him a round of applause. Awesome. Now I'm gonna stall for a few seconds while we set up this next thing. What we have next is a sketch for you all. And this sketch was written by Hayden Murray. And starring alongside him in the sketch, we have Colin Glowacki, Maddie Thompson, and Trent Ford. And yeah, we're all set up, so give them a hand.
My master! Day has come to the new world. Renfield, my loyal servant, I hunger.
Oh, yes, my master, how foolish of me.
Yes. I can already feel my powers return to me. My heightened senses can smell the blood of Englishmen across the countryside.
Yes, master, a new Englishman you mean.
I suppose so. Renfield, why must you say it like that?
Well, master, we're in England, of the new world. New England. You know, Boston. Yes, master.
No, fuck, Renfield, fuck, we're going back home. We're going back home right now.
Master, what is wrong? What has angered you so much?
Renfield, you don't have any idea how fucked we are? We're in Boston. Renfield, this place sucks.
Master, is this not what you wanted? We're in England, of the new world, New England.
England of the new world? Who the fuck says it like that? New England? I meant England. At least there I could blend in. Everybody looks dead.
Oh, master, forgive your miserable servant.
You better get your hands off me and get my blood-sucking ass back on that boat.
Master, I'm sorry, but I must know, why do the people of Boston strike such fear into your heart?
Oh, they're horrible, Renfield. They're blood-sucking parasites. They don't need a reason to be awful. They're Irish. They're just born that way.
What's up? You look a little bricked. How you okay with that giving you warm?
How dare you insult my master?
Hey, sorry, guys. My friend's a little bliss from a fuck bra, you know, it's no big deal.
Are you trying to get us killed? No, master! I would never want harm to fall upon you. Why don't you drain their blood and begin your descent as the dark master of these cattle?
When I said they're Irish, do you have any idea what their blood alcohol content is? Gave a hippo liver damage. I'm not trying to get taken out in Deutscher Bay like fucking Sam Adams.
Dracula?
Yeah, Renfield?
It's not your fault.
I know.
No, Vlad, look at me. It's not your fault.
I know.
No, you don't. It's not your fault.
I know it's not my fault. It's your fault.
Dracula, baby. It's not your fault.
How do we go behind it? Redfield.
It's not your fault, Dracula.
Shut up, it's not. Don't you do this to me too.
It's not your fault that you drink blood.
What?
Oh shit! Are you Dracula, the vampire?
Yes, I am.
Why are you all sparkling and shit?
Yeah, vampires supposed to shiver.
Oh, is this why?
This is why I fucking hate Boston.
Wasn't that awesome? Keep it going for Hayden. All right, our next performer is My Egg, and she once bought my entire family a really fancy dinner. Please give it up for Mara Escobar.
Hi guys. Oh dear. My name is Maddie Thompson, and this is my second time doing stand-up comedy ever, which is really scary, but this is the first time since the 7th grade that I've been on a stage like this with like the light stim and a microphone, and it's because I was running for student body president and I crashed and burned on stage and then I lost to one of my best friends, so I'm really hoping that this goes better than that. But fun fact about me is that I went to Catholic school my entire life and I went to all girls Catholic school for high school, and so No. Usually when I tell people that at Emerson, they look at me and they like, with like a really pitying stare, and they're like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm so sorry. And you would have thought that I told them that like my childhood dog just got taken away to a farm or something. Like they're so upset. But I've gotten pretty used to it at this point. But you get used to a lot of stuff going to Catholic school for so long. And like, page turn. I would consider myself pretty jaded with the Lord. And like I was so used to so much stuff that like I wouldn't bat an eye at like my Spanish teacher like making girls kneel in the hallway to see if their skirts were long enough, or like my sophomore year religion teacher telling me that it was a sin to vote democratically, or like girls just dressing up as Jesus and the 12 apostles for Halloween. Like it was all just so normal, it was all so standard. And like the one time that I really like got shocked was the second semester of my senior year. This woman came to my classroom to talk about the role of being a woman. She came to my class veiled up and told us that there was 4 things that a woman should be in life. And they were a mother, a sister, a daughter, and a wife. I'm not really sure how I'm gonna fit my comedy arts degree on a resume, and so I'm not really sure how daughter, sister, wife, and mother are gonna make the cut. And so she was telling us that in every aspect of our lives, we should be these 4 things. And so I posed a question of how me, a husbandless, childless, 18-year-old girl was meant to be those things in my life. She told me earnestly, looked me dead in my eyes, and said that I should mother my guy friends. Mother my guy friends. No. I don't know what kind of sick Freudian shit that woman was on, but I'm not gonna fucking stand for it. Mother my guy friends. She wants me to go to their houses, tuck them into bed at night, change their diapers, fucking pop a titty out in case they get hungry. I'm not gonna fucking do that. I'm not. That's not for me. I was so furious to reduce my life as a prospective stand-up comedian to those 4 things. I left that classroom right when the bell rang with my pleated skirt and my penny loafers on fire. I was so mad. And I left. I was running out. And the reason that I was so mad is because she was kind of right. And like it started off small, you know? Started off like carrying my guy friends' wallets, or like sneaking their snacks into movies, or like giving them a Tide-to-Go pen or a wet wipe, you know, just in case they needed it. And then it just kept snowballing worse and worse until like when me and my friends planned our senior trip, me and the girls planned the whole thing, and the guys just kind of showed up to the airport with like a carry-on luggage. And then the like breaking point was my 18th birthday over the summer. I invite all my friends to come to my house, and it's like gonna be a big thing. We're so excited. We're on the pool at 2 a.m. We're having a great time, and all of the guys kind of look at me, and they're like, Mara, we're like really tired and hungry from our dunking competition that they'd been doing for the last hour. Could you go warm us up second dinner? And the worst part is that like, I did it. I think I just have to embrace the fact that I'm now a boy mom, you know? Like, I have the haircut to prove it. Like, I have the hours spent at their stupid fucking basketball games. Like, I'm ready. And so I'm just wondering if, like, page turn, if I should just, like, embrace it and, like, now really milk it for myself. Like, when Mother's Day comes around, should I just send them a really passive-aggressive message and, like, Venmo request them for not sending me flowers? And so I know that I'm making them sound like really shitty people, but like they're some of my best friends. Like I love those guys, but I never date them, you know? And like I don't know if that's just a me problem. Like I don't know if at this point I'm just picky or unlovable. In my 18 years, I've never had a boyfriend. Shocking. And like it's become like such a like I never really worried about it, you know? Like I never got concerned until my family just started commenting on it a lot. And you'd think that, like, thanks, but you'd think that, like, the people that sent me to Catholic school for 12 years would be so happy that I'm, like, waiting for the right guy. But no, they just think that I'm gay. And so, it's so unfortunate because they're so upfront about it. And, like, my sister one time, unprompted, by the way, was like, Mara, your haircut is so androgynous. I don't know what about bobs and bangs says androgynous to her, but fucking all right. My aunt once said that my style was, quote, lesbian chic. Fucking, that was a year ago today. I don't know what about this says Ellen DeGeneres to her, but I'm not gonna stand for, like, what? And then I spent one whole weekend alone with my dad, and when my mom came back home, he, like, earnestly asked her, he was like, Oye, Susana, ¿y qué onda con Mara? ¿Es lesbiana o qué? And for all of you who didn't take Spanish in high school or just have like zero context clue skills, he asked my mom, he's like, what's up with Mara? Is she like a lesbian or something? And my mom laughed so hard that she called me into the room so that she could laugh in my face about it. I was like, bro, what the hell? Like, I don't get it. Like, okay, you know what? I understand. Like, I can see the subtle signs of why they might think that I'm gay. Like, I wear these Doc Marten boots all the time, you know? Like, Boy Genius and Clara were on my Spotify Wrapped last year. You know, I kind of get it, but I don't think that, like, okay, you know what, fine. I had blue hair and I wore white graphic eyeliner for a year of my life, okay? But I don't think that I should be made the rainbow sheep of my family. You know, like, I don't get it. I'm just, like, I'm not gay, okay? I just made some really interesting poor life choices, okay? And honestly, maybe my life would have been easier if I was a lesbian, you know? Like maybe a little, you know? Like, I was at an all-girls school, kid in a candy shop, you know what I mean? And maybe I would have gotten tickets to the Hozier concert by now, because I haven't. Thanks, guys, that's it.
All right. Next up, we got another comedic arts freshman. It's not feet. It's not meters. It's Myles Beckerman.
Yeah. That's what I like to hear. So, hi, I'm Myles. Couple things about me. I'm a little bit of a nerd. Not in the sense that I'm good at math. We go to Emerson. None of us are. But in the sense that I popped a boner during Avengers Endgame. But back to the math. One of the worst decisions I've ever made was taking calculus my senior year of high school. And there are a lot of factors that made this class very tough for me. One of them was, it was my last period of the day. I don't give a fuck what's going on in my last period of the day. I'm sleeping through that shit. My teacher could be going on about Soka Toa. I'm going honk shua. The craziest fucking fight could be going on in the hallways. Elbow drops, crotch chops, any shit you could imagine. I'm sleeping through it. Another way I set myself up for failure was I sat in the back of the class, which is usually a great decision. Listen to music, text my friends. Sometimes, if I got hungry, real story, I'd bring a portable grill to school so I would cook up in the back of the class. This got stopped very quickly by my teacher. She was not happy with this and wanted to move me up to the class for reasons I'd find out later. She brings me up and she's like, Myles, you're not paying attention. I also like you a little bit. What? But I need to move you up to the front of the class. I said, teach. You can't do that. I have 20/10 vision, the board. It'll be too big. She's like, I know something else that's too big. I'm like, what the fuck are you going on about? But she'd pick on me all the time, and she'd say, Myles, I want you to find X. And I'm like, whoa, I feel like you're trying to say something. It took me a couple weeks. I think she was flirting with me. Eventually, what cemented it was when she sat me next to the second dumbest kid in the class, me being the first. And you know when the teacher has to go over and help the kid and bends down, ass all up in your face? I'm sitting there like, boy, it's really fortunate I'm a legal adult, because what the fuck? Honestly, if I was smarter, I may have stayed after class for extra credit, but I didn't. There are a couple more things that made it tough for me to be a math student. I'm this weird High School Musical knockoff where I was a theater kid and the captain of the wrestling team. Neither group of people are known for their math skills. Like, look at Leonardo DiCaprio. He has no clue that 49 isn't equal to 20. And wrestlers, that's a whole nother fucking story. Very famously, as Scott Steiner once said, you know, normally, when you go one-on-one with another man, you have a 50-50% chance of winning. But when you go against me, I'm a genetic freak and I'm not normal. So your odds drastically go down to 25%. But when you have a three-way at sacrifice, your odds are 33 and 1/3% chance of winning. But when you throw Kurt Angle into the mix, Kurt Angle knows he's not going to beat me. So my odds go up to 66 and 2/3% chance. So you take your 33 and 1/3% chance minus your 25% chance, and you get 8 and 1/3% chance of winning. But you take my 75% chance plus my 66 and 2/3% chance, and I have 141 and 2/3% chance of winning. And you see, the numbers don't lie, and they spelled disaster for my math grade. Thankfully, I was a better English student. Who here's a fan of Shakespeare? Word, that's what I like to hear. Fuck Shakespeare. Fraud. We consider him the GOAT the same way we consider Michael Jordan the GOAT. He was writing against medieval peasants. They were illiterate. He also probably didn't exist, but that's an argument for another day. Anyway, Shakespeare is credited with writing 20,000 unique words. You could write a whole play with that. Except he didn't. He was adding ings and ishins to the ends of words. So Shakespeare, from the grave, I'm challenging you to a write-off. I invented my own fucking word. My word is jub. What does it mean? You know when you get a piece of popcorn stuck in your teeth and it's really annoying? It's that. And it takes a lot to say, I have a piece of popcorn stuck in my teeth. That's about 3 seconds of your time. And in a time when time is money, and let's be real, I don't know where my taxes are going. Social Security's probably dried up. I need to save as much money as I can. And that 3 seconds is going to cost me a lot. And at the going rate of minimum wage in New Jersey, which is $15.13 per hour, saving myself 3 seconds means I save about 1.47 cents every time I use the word. Frankly, that's a deal to me. Anyway, that's my time. Shakespeare, eat your fucking heart out. And I'll see y'all.
Keep it going for Myles. Our next comic, super cool, super awesome. One time Jack Reisman took a photo of him at the Wilbur before they met. Please give it up for Jayden Lopez.
Thank you. Hi, guys. How we doing tonight? Yeah, good. Okay, guys, lock the door. Send them in. You should have seen your faces. Always stay on your toes. Guys, we all have that one family member, right? You know, like the family member. Like, we all have them. Usually like that one person that we wouldn't give a fuck about if they died. Yeah, I know I do. Yeah, I know I do. I really hate wakes because I'm always the person who doesn't give a fuck. It's really awkward. But thankfully, there's always a little kid there. Usually always your little cousin who gives less of a fuck than you because they don't know what's happening. Allow me to explain. When I was a kid, my way of not showing I gave a fuck was, for example, playing Pokemon on my DS in church. Trying to catch Mewtwo. Once got smacked for it. Turned the volume up just a little bit too high. Kids now, the next generation, can't wait for them. They just don't care. Set the scene. You're at a wake. People are crying. Your tias are crying in the corner. Ay, ay. And Uncle Enrique is sitting in the casket. Your little cousin Jadison is in the corner on YouTube Shorts using somebody's phone, never his mom's. And YouTube Short kids are really specific. They always play whatever they're playing at the max volume, and they'll watch it multiple times. So what you'll hear is, no, I want the nonchalant redhead. No, I want the nonchalant redhead. No, I want the nonchalant redhead. 6 times before they finally to the next video. And then the next video you hope, like you always let out a little gasp. You're like, thank God it's over. It's always worse. They'll go from, I want the nonchalant redhead, to sticking out your yacht for the Rizzler. And then you'll have to hear that 6 more times at your uncle's wake. Yeah. But going back to that one person that we, there's always like that, for that one person that we don't give a fuck about, there's always that one person that we really do give a fuck about. And that we always, it'll crush us the day that they go. For me, that person's my grandmother. Really cliche, I know. Of course, it's my grandmother. Allow me to explain. My grandmother, she's so cute. She's this short Puerto Rican lady, sleeps with a bottle of Vicks under her pillow for the Vicks fairy. She always feeds me more than I need to because I think she wants my nickname to be Diabito. She always hands me $20 bills for special occasions, like a drug dealer. She'll put it in my hand and then she'll stick my hand in my pocket and then she'll smack me on the ass to walk away. And then she's just so unique in this one little quirk that she has where she'll tell me about the celebrity that she's sexting on Facebook Messenger, which most of the time it's Will Smith. Post-slap. She thinks she has a chance. I keep telling her that it's not Will Smith, and what she tells me is, "Ay, Jayden, shut the fuck up because it says mensaje de Will Smith. So obviously it's Will Smith." And I can't argue with her. And I really do love her. I do love my grandmother. But don't ask me to take her out the house. Especially to the movie theater. And it's not because people think I'm her PCA, or because I have to take her to piss 3 fucking times during the movie, or because I have to bring her back and then sit her down in the reclining chair. Maybe I am her PCA, but, and I can't even get mad at her for the pissing part, because why the fuck was Lightyear the same length as 12 Years a Slave? And for the VMA majors, if you look that up and tell me that that's not true, is that your favorite fucking movie? Do you love 12 Years a Slave? Didn't think so. They're the same runtime. I once took my grandmother to see Black Panther, opening night. This is back when the MCU was booming. We loved it. We were all happy. Remember those days? So simple. I walked in, I sat next to her. I was so happy. Me, my mom, my cousins, we were all there. I'm sitting next to her, holding her. I'm like, Abuela, this is so cute. We never do this. We never get to have moments like this. The movie starts, the movie continues, and we get to that infamous scene where it's T'Challa and M'Baku, and they're fighting, under the waterfalls. I hear, what was that? In my head during that scene, I go, It's fine. We're watching it in Dolby. They just upgraded the bass in here. The bass wasn't the only thing purring in the auditorium that night. The scene goes on. T'Challa's already out. M'Baku walks out. Hey, ba! You know, they're doing the whole thing. Ooh, the bass. The anticipation is growing. I pinpoint where it's coming from in the dark auditorium. It's my grandmother. I go to move my hand and go to check her to make sure she's not having a fucking stroke. Then she pins my arm down. And I can't move it. What do? The scene continues. The grip gets stronger. I'm in a nightmare. And I can't find the exit sign. I look to the other person sitting next to her, because maybe it's my mom. It wasn't my mom, it was a stranger, and she had their arm pinned down. So I made eye contact and I'm like, we're both in this together. So the scene is continuing. I'm fighting for my life. I hear sloshing sounds and I can't tell if it's the movie or my grandmother, but she's sitting down, so I hope that it's not her. But her legs are shaking, so maybe. When the scene stops. And I try to come back to reality, but we're still in this fucking waterfall scene. So I'm trying to be in the movie, but my grandmother's too busy being in the movie for the first time in a while, and I'm so proud of her. My name is Jayden Lopez. Thank you.
All right. I got a question for all of you. Who here likes movies? Just raise your hand. We're at a film school. Okay, good. Oh, good. So this next thing we have for you is going to be performed by Flynn-McIver and Colin Glowacki. And the two of them will be doing something very special. They are big movie buffs themselves. They will be performing a scene from Pulp Fiction. Give them a round of applause.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, you want a sausage?
No, I don't eat pork.
You Jewish?
I'm Jewish, man. I just don't dig on swine.
Why not?
Filthy animals. I don't eat filthy animals.
Sausages taste good. Hey, pork chops taste good.
Sewer rat may taste like pumpkin pie, but I'll never know. Even if it did, I wouldn't eat the filthy motherfucker.
Okay, well, oh!
It's shit and root and shit. That's a filthy animal. I don't eat nothing without enough sense to disregard its own feces.
Okay, well, how about a dog? Dogs eat their own feces.
I don't eat dog either.
Yeah, but would you consider a dog to be a filthy animal?
I don't know if I'd call a dog filthy, but it's definitely dirty.
So by that rationale, now the pig!
It's got personality, and that's what counts.
So by that rationale, if a pig had a better personality, it would cease to be a filthy animal.
He wouldn't charge him up. That'd be the Cary Grant of pigs.
Hey, good for you. Lighten up a little. You've been sitting all quiet.
Just sitting here thinking.
What?
Miracle we witnessed.
Hey, you witnessed a miracle. I witnessed a freak occurrence.
You know what a miracle is?
Act of God.
Well, what's an act of God?
I guess it's when he makes possible. Impossible. I don't think that what happened this morning qualifies, Jules.
Don't you see, Vince? That shit don't matter. You're judging this thing the wrong way. It's not about what. It could be God stopped the bullets. He turned coconut Pepsi. He found my fucking car. He found my fucking car key. He found my fucking car keys. You don't judge shit like this based on merit. Whether or not what we experienced was an according to Hoyle miracle is insignificant. What is significant is that I felt the touch of God. God got involved that day.
But why?
fucking with me. I don't know why, but I can't go back to sleep.
So, that's it, you're gonna quit?
The life? Most definitely.
Well, so if you're quitting the life, what are you gonna do?
That's what I've been sitting here contemplating. First, I'm gonna deliver this case to Marcellus, then, basically, I'm gonna walk the earth.
What do you mean, walk the earth?
You know, like Kane in Kung Fu. Go from town to town, getting adventures.
Okay, how long are you gonna walk the earth?
If it takes forever, I'll wait forever.
What if he never does? Oh.
If it takes forever, I'll wait forever.
So you decide to be a bum?
Be Jules, Vincent. No more, no less.
No, Jules, you're gonna be like one of those pieces of shit out there who beg for change. They walk around like a bunch of fucking zombies. They sleep in garbage bins, they eat what I throw away, and dogs piss on them. They gotta work for them. They're called bums. And without a job, residence, or legal tender, that's what you're gonna be. A fucking bum.
My friend, this is just where me and you differ.
What happened was peculiar. It wasn't water in the wine.
All shapes and sizes, Vince.
Stop fucking talking like that.
My answer is frightening, Vince. Stop asking scary questions.
I gotta take a shit! To be continued! Oh my God!
That was not how I remembered Pulp Fiction.
Me neither.
At all. That was fantastic.
Yeah,
That was
agree.
spectacular. What did you all think about that? Give them a round of applause. I think just for
It's
like bookending sake, it's like
we need an encore.
Do we need an encore? Everyone come back on out here. We're gonna do more improv. All right. For our very last game of the night, we're gonna do an improv game called Reverse Jeopardy. The way this game works is just like in Jeopardy, they get a topic and the answer in the form of what is blank. And that's what we'll do here. So everyone just yell out words. Just words or things or places. Okay, I got some. All right, here we go. Okay, dinosaurs.
What did I love as a 4-year-old?
What finds a way?
What is not fucking real?
What does your autistic little brother love?
What does autistic Hayden love?
As a freshman, how do I view these upperclassmen?
Yell them out. Come on, places, people. What'd you say? Okay, yeah.
What does autistic Hayden love?
You gotta stop shoving them up your ass.
What got me through my driver's test?
What is the love of my life?
What is shitty Rubik's Cube?
What is just like this fidget spinner?
What my autistic little brother loves.
What is the better way to shoot craps?
This is one I heard from earlier, escape room.
Yes.
What is my basement?
What is my worst nightmare?
What is my dorm?
What is the perfect opportunity to show off what a great leader I am, Bob? What has caused 3 of my last mental breakdowns?
What has caused 3 of my last breakups?
What's a really cool first date?
What's a really terrible first date?
What's a really cool last date?
Thank you, round of applause.
That's our show.
I'm Hayden. My name
name is Jayden.
Addie!
I'm Myles.
Addie!
I'm Trent.
And I'm Elizabeth.
That's the show. Yeah. Yes, you can leave.